Hello, my yarny people. Welcome to today's video and welcome to Fancy Fiber Forum, where we love fancy fiber here. Today is Wednesday, October the 8th, 2025. If you are new here, I want to welcome you. I hope you like what you see and I hope you stick around. Maybe subscribe. Hit the thumbs up, show YouTube that you like this video. I usually don't do this whole spiel because, if you're new, if you know YouTube, you know what to do. If you want to give it a thumbs up, go right ahead. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So if you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming back to see me today. I just wanted to do a really quick video before I head out of town tomorrow and just catch up on things that have happened and things that are coming up for me. Again, if you're new here, this channel is mainly about crochet, knit, and yarn. So if you like any or all of those, you're in the right place. Stick around and hopefully I can provide a little entertainment and something to an otherwise humdrum day. Not that I'm gonna fix a humdrum day, because I'm certainly not. So as I said, I'm leaving town tomorrow for 2 weeks to dog sit for my friend Jody, who lives down near the Lake of the Ozarks, near Branson, in Missouri. For those of you who may not know where Branson is, it's in Missouri. And it's about a 3.5 hour drive for me. So, yeah, I'll be leaving tomorrow morning-ish, mid to late morning. Hoping to get there, before it gets, I don't think it's going to get hot. It's supposed to be in the 70s tomorrow. So it will be a very moderate day for me to be driving with no air conditioning. So thank you, Jesus, for mild weather. I love that. And all next week, here and there, it's supposed to be in the 80s. And then the week I come back, should be again in the 70s. So summer is leaving kicking and screaming, it would appear, since we're having the temperatures in the 80s again. Today it's actually rather chilly. I think it's only supposed to get up to 76 or 78 today. 76, I think, for a high. So I love that weather. I just love it. So I may go sit outside and do a little bit of knitting later, as long as the bees don't bother me. Once the bees start bothering me in the daytime, I come in, and the mosquitoes start bothering me in the evening, I come in. I don't want to get bit or stung or anything like that. So I spend most of my day inside because they just want to bother me when I'm sitting out there with my yarn. I don't know why, but they just want to bother me. So anyway, with the temperatures cooling off, maybe, well, the bees are still going to be pretty active. But maybe the mosquitoes are going to be dissipating. I hope so. Anyway, I just want to do a quick video before I leave town tomorrow and share with you a project that I started. I think I started this yesterday. I need to share my recent FO. One moment. Okay, I just realized I have ends to sew in on this thing. I threw it in my one of my bags to take with me, so I need to sew these ends in. Anyway, this is a beanie that I started because I thought that I was going to get a spot at my sister's very first flea market, outdoor flea market, coming up this Saturday. So I started this hat thinking it's one extra thing just to add to the mix and do, put something out there that people haven't seen yet. People meaning her regulars that come to her weekly market. My son was going to go do the market for me, but I learned last night that now she doesn't have enough space. And Sue, if you're watching, that's fine. It's okay. One less thing for me to have to prepare for. As a procrastinator, that is a welcome notion. So thank you. Anyway, so this is, I can't remember the name of the pattern. If I find it, I'll put it here, and I'll put it in the description. But it's basically a seed stitch beanie. And it's a bottom up, which I don't like bottom up, because I kind of tend to get bored and I want to finish it quickly. And there's no way to try it on to know that if it's deep enough. Well, in this case, it wasn't deep enough. So I picked up stitches along the cast on edge. I'd never done that before. And I see I probably could have done a better job, but as my friend Joyce said, it's a design feature. So if you can see that ridge, that's where I picked up the stitches. And I added about another, almost an inch. So now it covers the ears. It covers the ears. It didn't before, but it's all seed stitch. So it's nice and textured. And I made this using a 5-weight merino wool from Yarn Bee that I got like 2 or 3 years ago. And I think seed stitch seems to be a really nice stitch for a heavily variegated yarn. I think it looks really cute because you're not going to get pooling or anything like that. It just looks like a bunch of dots. I love it. It's so cute. And I may keep it. I don't know. I may keep it and wear it this winter. I'm not much of a hat wearer. I don't look good in hats, as you can see. I just don't look good in hats. Maybe it's the short hair. I don't know. But I finished that. It took me a little over 24 hours. And I think it turned out really cute, despite having to add to the bottom. Note to self, follow the pattern and keep going. Don't get bored. And then I started this one also thinking if I can get a hat done in a day-ish, I can get something else relatively similar done in a quick amount of time. So I started this also thinking that I would have it to show at market. And I made the youth version. And this is called the bandana cowl. And here it is. It's really cute. It's got the center. It comes to a point in the center. And there's the back. The back looks kind of yucky because I was switching back and forth between 2 skeins of yarn or 2 balls of yarn. And I didn't do a very good job of that. So if I do this again, I'll just keep going with the same ball. I was worried about pooling, but it looks pretty good. I think it's cute. So I may either add this to my collection for market, or I'll gift it to my granddaughter for Christmas. It kind of matches the socks that I'm making for her. This is made with, I gotta get my glasses on. Sorry for the glare. This is made with Plymouth Yarn Surrey Merino paint. And this is 55% Surrey alpaca, 45% extra fine merino wool, 50 grams, 110 yards. And, you know, I've still got quite a bit left. But this is going to be adorable. Just adorable. I don't know if an adult would wear this color, but I thought about making a matching one for my daughter. And she and my granddaughter could have matching cowls. I don't know what it is about cowls. I really enjoy making them. And this is, it starts off with a garter, 1-inch garter edge, and it'll end with a garter edge. And then the rest of it is just stockinette with the increases in the center that come to a point. For this particular size I'm doing, it has to be 6 inches. So I'm guessing 6 inches this way. And then add the bottom border, and then it'll be done. So I may finish that today. So that's two things that I got going on. In preparation for dog sitting, I'm almost taking my entire knitting, all of my knitting accessories. I'm taking every needle I own. I'm taking several projects that I've started. I'm just taking a lot of stuff because I'm going to be there 2 weeks. And if I get bored working on, say, a sock, you know, I would like to pick up something else and work on something else. I don't know. I just want to be prepared in case that mood strikes me. And, you know, I'll be 3.5 hours away. So it's not like when I'm at Jeanette's, I can just drive home and pick up a ball of yarn if I wanted to. I don't think I'm taking any extra yarn. I haven't thought to do that. I'm taking a couple of finished items to gift to my friend Jody. I'm going to take all of my, now that I'm not doing market, I'm going to take all of my shawls, everything, all of my makes. I'm going to take those with me, and I'm going to have her go through them, see if she wants anything, and if she wants to take anything to her sister in California. So I'm going to do that. And by the way, here's the pattern, bandana cowl. I think it's free on Ravelry. I don't know who the designer is, but that's the pattern. So, yeah, I've got pretty much everything packed except for last minute things. You know, like my shampoo bar and my bar soap and my towels and all that, toothbrush, toothpaste. All that will get packed tomorrow, along with some food items, because I don't know what to expect as far as food when I get there. So I just want to take some of the comforts of home with me that I use on a regular basis. And then we'll see how that goes. So I get down there tomorrow morning. My friend leaves Friday evening or Friday night, like in the middle of the night. I think she has to leave. And then I think she gets back on the 21st. I think she's there 11 days. So she wants me there a day early on the front end, and she's, depending on what time she gets back, I may stay a whole day the following day after she gets back. I don't know. I'll decide that later. I'm sure I'll be anxious to get home. But, you know, I haven't seen my friend Jody since she moved down there like 3 years ago. So I've not seen her. So it'll be good to catch up and sit around and talk and all that stuff, get acquainted with her new house. She had a house built on a piece of land that some friends of hers bought that moved here from California also. They bought a big old parcel of land, and she built a little house there. And it'll be neat to get to see it because she told me all about it as it was being built. I did do my sister's market this past Saturday. Didn't sell anything, but it was good to see people that I hadn't seen in a while. And it was so funny when I got there. My sister's there, and her husband always helps her unload. And he greeted me and he said, "There's the famous podcaster." Rich, if you're listening, I love that. Anyway, apparently she listens while she's puttering around the house. And so, Sue, if you're listening, hi. And I hope you have good luck at your flea market on Saturday. I know you will. I know it'll be a smash. And hopefully you'll do it every year, at least once. You ought to think about doing it once a month in the summertime, spring and summer. Do it once a month. That would be cool. Anyway, that gave me a chuckle. And so, it was kind of a bummer that I didn't sell anything. Not too many people came by to see what I had. I think where I had my table set up was not the ideal location. So we'll know that in the future. Anyway, that's basically what's been going on. I don't think there's anything new. My new neighbors, they're completely moved in. I've met there's a mother, a grandmother, and a son. So 3 generations are over there. I met the mother, and I saw the son today. And they're 2 dogs. They're 2 Chihuahuas. They're bigger Chihuahuas, so I don't know if they're Chihuahua mixes or what, but there's 2 of them. One fawn color, one black and white. And Goober, as long as I'm out there, Goober seemed to behave, greeting them at the fence today. So that wasn't too bad. As long as he doesn't cause them to run the fence back and forth and back and forth. As long as there's none of that, like we had with the previous neighbors, then everything will be fine. So there's that. And other than that, I can't think of anything else really that's going on. We had crochet group this past Sunday. And how many were there? Me, Jeanette, Mary, Sherry. So there were 4 of us there this past Sunday. And what was I working on? I don't even remember what I was working on. I might have been working on that hat. Yeah, I was. I was working on a beanie. So I will probably, I'd have to look at the calendar, but I'm probably going to miss the next one, which is every other Sunday. So I'll probably miss the next one, but that's okay. I think that's all I have. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. I appreciate you watching. And I hope to get this little cowl done soon. I may take some more of that yarn and make the bigger one. So it's kind of like a mommy and me set. Even if it's not for my daughter and granddaughter, a mommy and me cowl set would be really cool, I think. I think it's cute. I was hoping to finish the first one today so I could block it, but I don't think I'll get it done. I've got another probably 2 inches to add to it. And I've got stuff I got to get done before I leave in the morning. Hopefully I can be out of here by 10 or 11 at the latest. Get down there, by 2 or 3. So that's all I've got for you. Again, I keep saying that. Anyway, I'm going to let you go and carry on with my day. Thank you again for joining me. And I'm going to go ahead and take my little stand so that I can maybe record while I'm there. Excuse me, I just ate. So you'll likely see me again at least one more time in the next couple of weeks. And we'll see how that goes. We'll see how the dog sitting, there's 2 dogs and there's 2 birds. I've only met one of the dogs, and that was 3 years ago. So there's a dog. I know the 2 birds. So I'm going to have to get used to feeding birds again. It's been a while. It's been quite a while. So, and the dogs are little dogs. So it's not like, and they're young dogs. So it's a little bit different dynamic than being at Jeanette's or being home, because they're a little higher energy dogs. But we'll manage. We'll manage. I'm doing this for my friend Jody. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go. Thank you again for joining me. And I will catch up with you again probably next week, and let you know how everything is going. Remember, God loves you. Jesus loves you. I love you. I pray that God blesses each and every one of you that's watching today. And take care. Have a great rest of your week and upcoming weekend. And I will see you on the next one. Ta-ta for now.